so strange talking to you guys again.
By the way, I'm not finished my GCSEs. Oh, what am I even? Sorry. Sidetracked already. Well. Anyway, you're probably like, wait, this isn't Savannah, this isn't the Dowd Legacy. This is actually, as you can probably tell by the title, it's my current household. So I've had this current household for so long. Let's just press play. So, well, let's just introduce you to everyone first of all before. I think I tried recording one before, but I don't think it went to plan. So this lovely lady here is Quinn. Just had to double check that that's her name. Yep, Quinn. Her name is Quinn Benali-Richard, but we'll get to that in a second. So this is sort of like one of her. This is the teenage sim with family. I don't know why I chose her first, but and by the way, this is her boyfriend, so we could just have her talk to guess blah blah, and there's a whole story about them. Like I'll maybe just briefly skim over it. So basically they were like secretly dating sort of thing, and it was really on the down low. And her little sister, Quinn, and her little sister, Kennedy, both were sort of arguing. At one point, Kennedy's supposed to be aging up soon. They are very similar in age, just maybe, I would say maybe a year and a half apart in age or something like that. And whenever they were both the children, like whenever they were both a child and a child in the age form of sins, they were both really, really friendly and really, like, they got along pretty well to a certain extent anyway, as things can. And then, of course, Quinn aged up. She was this teenager now, and she was meeting all these different people and going to the high school, and she just seemed to be bigger and more mature than Kennedy, and then Kennedy sort of got jealous because Quinn was staying out past curfew and getting a little irresponsible, but I want her to have the responsibility trait, so she's still pretty responsible. And she was basically going out to see Finley, which is her boyfriend. And so the only reason so Kennedy was like bribing her. He came to the house one night, and the parents were up in bed asleep, and they were sneaking around talking, but Kennedy was awake and caught them. And Quinn was just like, Kennedy, please don't tell anyone. Like, this is the storyline in my head. This actually happened though. It's like, just don't tell anyone. Don't tell mom and dad, please, because they had went to bed, and obviously they didn't know about Finley at all yet, and they were like really close. Like, they messed around. They are pretty close. And Kennedy was just like, well, we'll see how I feel about it. But Kennedy got to know Finley despite Quinn's annoyance of it, because it's like, why are you talking to my boyfriend? Like, can you leave us alone so we can have a alone time, blah blah blah. But they both get along pretty well even, and so she likes him and says, you know what, I'll keep your secret, whatever. But both of them, one of the main things is that Quinn and Kennedy both have their own diaries, and they write everything about it in their diaries, everything about their day. And Quinn wrote about Finley in her diary, and whenever they went to school that day, her mum Natalie said snuck into her room and read her diary. And whenever it was literally just before they came home, so Quinn came up into her room and seen her mum reading her diary and got really stressed and cross. And Finley came back too, because it was the action saying, do you want this? Is it okay? Should Quinn bring friend Finley home, whatever? And I was like, fine, because she didn't know, and then figured it out that, oh wait, they're dating. Quinn got really stressed and really cross, saying somebody invasion of privacy, and shouted at her mum. And her mum couldn't really like discipline her daughter, saying, "Why are you shouting at me?" Because she was in the wrong reading her diary. And even Finley came up to the room and started shouting at her mum and got off on the wrong foot there. But Natalie and Theo, which is their dad, are pretty friendly with their parents, Finley's parents, Suzanne and Amos. So they knew he was already a good guy. And so maybe we should play just so we can get this going a bit. So and they're kissing. This is Theo. He is the dad. Basically this whole save started off with Natalie, the mum, the current mum now. And let's go to the genealogy and see. So Natalie actually had, first of all, she lived in San Myshuno. She was new to the city and she had an apartment. And next door was Theo, and she lived with his sister, Annabella, and her husband, Devon. And basically, Natalie was really, really good friends with Annabella, and Devon sometimes came over, and so did Theo. But they didn't end up together at all. They also had another neighbour called, and that's Salem. Salem Benali. They dated at one stage, and they were really, really serious about it too. Basically, Natalie got pregnant with Quinn, and so so that was fine. He didn't end up moving in. He just sort of stayed next door. He was right next door. There was maybe no point for him to move in. And Natalie just took care of him, took care of Quinn, brought her up. And whenever she was a toddler, so things started to go wrong between Salem and her. And it just became this whole downward spiral of arguments. And poor little Quinn was witness to this. And just seeing all of this, sorry, I burped. And they'd argued, and so it was decided, look, we're splitting up. You can see your daughter anytime you want. Here's the apartment key, so you come anytime you like to see your daughter, but I don't want anything to do with you. The only reason I'm letting you into my life is because we have a child together, sort of thing. So that was fine. He was paying child support, and he visited every single day, but the worst thing about it was he came at the wrong time possible. So I have the window open. It is sweltering in Northern Ireland right now. Of course, whenever I'm revising for my GCSEs, of course. Anyway, and so that was fine. And so they broke it off. He came every day to the apartment, no end, like every single day he came to the apartment to see little Quinn, and he would tuck her in, he'd kiss her. Like, they had a really good relationship at that point. And because he came almost every single day, and he'd pay child support. Or did he not? I don't think he did, because she was too young actually at that point. He's paying child support now though. And so he came every day, but often she was asleep, so he just came, read her a bedtime story, and tucked her in, sort of thing. Whereas Natalie did the hard lifting, having to go to work and everything else. She struggled a lot, but she managed to bring her up. But then Natalie found love of another man, and she found out on the wedding. She got engaged to him. She wasn't engaged to Salem. She never was. She just dated him and was like boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. It didn't work out. She found this other guy called Pace, fell in love with him, and got engaged. They were happily on their wedding day. Now, Quinn didn't really like Pace that much. On their wedding day, she found out that Pace was actually married to another woman, and so she left him at the altar. Was basically the whole story. I actually did that, and it was so fun. He got really angry. She dumped it all. She felt so empowered by this and whatever. And then the relationship ended, and so she was just trying to. And then Quinn by this stage was now a child, and she was thinking, I don't need any love. And then here comes Theo, her her knight in shining armor came and saved her, and they got married, and they had a beautiful little child called Kennedy. And now, and that's why Quinn Benali-Richard, I wanted her to have something. And Theo has this lovely stepdaughter. He has her as his own caregiver and cares for her, and Quinn likes him. He thinks he's a great person. They'd moved, and Salem never visited. He's only starting to recently visit more now, and they have such a small little friendship bar. Like before, it was like zero, and they went out to the park, whatever. And unfortunately, he didn't. She introduced him to one of his friends. Like they're slowly building up the relationship, and he was like shouting at her friend and yelling at her, and she was just like, "Why are you doing this to my friends?" I'm like. And tried to fix that relationship. It also brought up her conflict resolution, by the way, and it was a whole debacle. And she even tried to fix the relationship because her dad, well, not biological father, her stepdad, Theo, she tried to fix the relationship because their relationship's not good. But it's a story in progress. And Kennedy is going to age up soon. I don't think she's going to do it now. But anyway. I need to show you their aspirations. This is Rusty, by the way. This is their little wee dog. He is so cute. Honestly, I love him. So neither Theo or Natalie has a job. Natalie used to have the writer's job, but she was away so much she barely seen her kids, and so she decided to quit it. And she decided to take up one of the teen career jobs that she had, but there was an issue with it, so I just got her to quit. But they have enough money to survive, like. So, and she also does freelance writing on the side, so she gets like 600 or 800 simoleons a day, so it brings in the money for her. So she can spend time with her kids, and she's just lovely. So his traits are romantic, creative, goofball, and alluring, and he has the serial romantic trait. I don't really do traits. She wants to be a super parent, romantic, family orientated, cheerful, and domestic. Then Quinn is active, cheerful, top notch toddler, high metabolism, and she's currently in a rebellious phase. Oh well, and that's also played along with how she was sort of going out at night, and like she stayed over at his house one night and didn't come back, and she was furious in the morning. She was grounded for a day for that, and she wants to be a bodybuilder. Kennedy is she wants to be an artist prodigy, and she's a goofball, happy toddler, and she's currently in the clingy phase. And this is her character values. Emotional control is tend to be low. She usually started the arguments, so I'm trying to play that to my advantage. I don't really want her to have the worst emotional control or the best emotional control, so I'm just going to leave it below. I want her to be very high in empathy. I want her to be very compassionate, and I want her to be responsible, and possibly a bit more conflict resolution too. I want her to be different than her half sister. But anyway, so let's just play on today. And I also have playable playable pets, so they can eat. I honestly love this save so much, and it's such an interesting save. By the way, this house is by Little Simsy. I just added on to the back of it. It's just such an interesting save, and I really like to incorporate storytelling into it, so I really liked it. So let's talk to your husband. They are very still much in love. Like, this is the one that worked. And yeah, you want to kiss somebody so you can kiss them. I also have her working a bit on the gardening. So I'm thinking maybe whenever seasons come out, she can start to do the gardening career possibly, or something along those lines. Maybe just take it up as a hobby. Does any of these need water or anything? I think they're okay. So that's just basically the story. I just loved it. Oh, and I really want to show you this one last thing before we go, just to show you a bit of it, and I can do it regular updates. So basically the story, this is Quinn's room. And so basically Quinn's room, this little stuffed teddy bear, she doesn't like it because of the person who gave it to her. This is Blarfy. He was given to her as a gift from Salem. And so she's always kept it, sort of the thing is like, oh, this is my dad's, like, gave to me since he's not always here. I have this here instead, sort of thing. My, like, biological father. And so, why are you sore from working out? Oh, you're hungry, okay. And so, that's the storyline there for that. And so, because Salem did that for her, Theo thought, you know what, I'll do something like that for Kennedy so she doesn't feel left out. And so she has Uni, the unicorn, for her friend, slash little, just something that Dad got, and I just thought that was really sweet. Kennedy has a larger room of that bit, and Quinn has a smaller room, but she's gonna move out soon and age up. But Kennedy needs to age up, so I think we could possibly do that today. No, I don't think we have time, do we? Do we? Oh, we've time. We've plenty of time. Sorry for that. We've time. Oh, look. He's just like, I'm thinking of the computer. Well, my girlfriend's parents are kissing, and she's just like, a. So, no, she's like giving off. Oh, my voice is raspy. Sorry for that. Are you gonna eat that? Why are you bored? You're bored because you're watching kid stuff. Well, let's just get rid of that, because I don't like it whenever people's beds are like that. So, you're hungry. So maybe you could whip up your family some food. You don't have the cooking trio, so maybe I should get Natalie, because she does have the cooking skill even. Serve dinner. What could we make? What could we make? Let's do something that's not too expensive. Italian meatballs, might as well. And she's already eating something. So I'm really like keeping up. This is like very parenthood heavy and sort of thing. So it's very interesting, which I like. Go see your pet. It was initially Quinn's pet, but then it's now starting to be like a bit more of a bigger of the whole family. Like Kennedy didn't like it whenever she was a little younger, but now she absolutely loves him, and like she was a wee bit apprehensive of him whenever they were kids, but they're still kids, but you know what I mean. She's grown accustomed to it and loves Rusty. Friendly, brush him. Oh. Oh, nope, you can't do that. Ask to stay the night. Even though you're probably gonna have to. Oh! Good on you for putting out that. I didn't even need to tell her. No, that's usually actually like, Quinn to put the stuff out whenever she was a child. So, let's get Theo to, parenting, encourage recent behavior, encourage setting the table. Kennedy's getting a text message from Anna and Bill Carpenter. Hey, I heard you became good friends with Ida Evans. Yes, that's one of her friends. What's that? No thanks. So, why do you want to be mean? Oh, mischievous from being a goofball. Do you want to go for a run? Can you even go for a run? No, you can't. You're a child, that's why. Okay, so let's. Can you call to me? I thought I heard somebody sniffle. I genuinely thought I just heard somebody sniffle other than me. That's really creeping me right now. It might have been Archie. Archie's in the room with me, by the way. Archie's my dog. So let me wrap this part up after this part. Just call to meal. Anyone who wants it comes, gets it. He's talking about food. He's like, I'm a little bit hungry, and I like llamas. Okay. Oh, they can't go. It's like, I can't get it. They can just flirt in the kitchen while their family's over there. Let's use your boyfriend and girlfriend. You can't do that. And when I meet your someplace. And Annabella and Devon are quite involved in the family. She's actually currently pregnant with twins. So that's sweet and cute. So wait. Oh, your cat's in your neck. Okay, lovely. So hey, I heard you became friends with Amos Briss. Yep. Compliment outfit. So I guess we can end it right here. Aww. By the way, they're promised. They both exchange promise rings, so I think they're going to end up together anyway. I'm gonna get them to end up together anyway, might as well. And then I have sort of plans for Kennedy whenever she turns 18. So yeah. So that's it for this current household. We'll maybe do one whenever I'm finished my GCSEs, which will be in June, which isn't that long away, and I might even make this sort of like a reoccurring like monthly series, but I might not stick to this current household. You never know, because I've had this current household for so long, and I don't know if I'll actually be able to, like, for a while I took brief like breaks from it just to get away from it, if you know what I mean, but I always came back to it because it's such an overall great current household. I couldn't get the word. Family household. Where is it? This guy's pretty. Oh, he's currently over there. Okay. Cute. Okay, so I am such a rambling mess. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. It's appreciated. It's appreciated. If I can speak, that would be very appreciated too. Thank you for watching. It's appreciated. Thank you so much. You know what else is greatly appreciated? If you decided to subscribe. Yeah, I'm doing so many emotions. Thank you so much for watching. It's appreciated. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. It's greatly appreciated, and you know what's absolutely like top appreciated, amazingly appreciated, is if you subscribed, and don't forget to comment if you want to, if you like this, and just to talk to me in general. I'll always be around in the comment section if you want to chat. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. You guys are greatly appreciated. I should stop with the outro because I go on forever. Oh my goodness. Right. Bye.